What's going on, Justina?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing all right. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from, to be specific, the Garden State Parkway North, passing exit 156.
156. Where was that?
Is
Clifton?
that down the shore?
No.
Yeah,
it's
no,
Clifton.
that's like Clifton Patterson border.
Okay.
So that's not so far.
It's not too far from us. We're up in Butler, right down the street from Architect.
Yeah, no, I know exactly where Butler is. Yeah, all part of the Jersey fam. So thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for coming on.
For sure.
Where did you get your start?
I think I got my start just being an entertainer. You know, I was always into making people laugh or getting a reaction from people since I was a kid. You know, I would make my family watch me do weird things and, you know, put on plays with my cousins. And then, you know, I was into theater stuff, like just in school and in my town. And, you know, I always just like to be in the spotlight. And so naturally, I got a lot of like lead roles and stuff as a kid. And I just always loved to entertain. And then, you know, my dad's a musician, so that definitely had a big impact on my love for music and being musically inclined. And then, you know, when I was a teenager, I linked up with Shy Bugs, who is like, you know, one of the most premier producers in North Jersey. And, you know, I've been with him my whole career. He just executive produced my new album. He now owns, I'd say, the most popular studio in Jersey. It's where Fetty Wap and everyone records. And I've been with him since he was in his basement. So
Wow.
I've just been blessed. Yeah, I've just been blessed to really link up with the cream of the crop and the best of the best. And he really mentored me and taught me a lot. And like I said, I've been rocking with him ever since. So
Yeah, where's the studio? Might as well give him a quick plug.
Yeah. So Amazing Studios. I mean, at this point, his studio is so popular that there's like you can't even book there.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy ever since everything with Fetty blowing up. So yeah, that's how I got my start was theater stuff, and then you know when I linked up with Shy is when you know my music really
took off.
You know, started to form and take form and for me to create and led me to where I am now.
Yeah. So, I mean, being a New Jersey rapper, did you know Fetty before everything went big for him, or?
Yeah, I knew Fetty before he blew up, and, you know, he's always been a nice guy. I'd see him at the studio and, you know, out and about, and he's still the nice, same, humble, cool person, which is a really cool thing to see, you know?
Yeah, it's great when fame doesn't take over a person's life.
Yeah, so that's been really cool. His whole clique is really cool, and they're dope people. So I couldn't be happier that someone from Jersey has risen to that height because it's been a long time that a artist from Jersey has really taken off in that way. So I think it's awesome.
Yeah, especially in the hip hop scene. I think what was the last one? Maybe Joel Santana, even though he's technically a New York rapper. I think he has some roots in where? Passaic, right? I think Passaic or Patterson.
Yeah, but no, he's from New York. I mean, he's not from Jersey. Probably Joe Buttons, I'd say.
Oh yeah, Joe Budden, yeah.
Yeah, but I would say Joe Button, and before him, I mean, it's really been a while. Probably, you know, I don't even know, the 90s. It's been a long time. So, yeah, it's been a cool thing.
I mean, the only New Jersey artist I know is Census Fail. That's about it. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They're like a hard rock. I guess you could kind of say a little bit metal.
You know My Chemical Romance too, Dan.
Well, yeah. I keep
forgetting
about that.
I know My Chemical Romance. I'm not sure I know the other group, but that's not to say that they're not big and awesome. I'm really more of like a hip hop head and hip hop pop, and so I'm not really too well versed in the rock scene. So.
Mm-hmm. Now, you said you started off like kind of entertaining. Did you start off with music then too, with singing, or did you get that like at a later time?
Yeah, for sure. No, it was always it always was based around music because all the theater stuff I did was like musicals and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And when we would put on the plays for the family, it always involved a song. So I was always fond of music, musically inclined. I mean, like I said, my dad was a big part of that. He's a musician. He plays the guitar, he sings, he plays the piano. So, and he still plays. So, he really was a big factor for me and just, loving and being around music.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole family's pretty musically inclined. I mean, my dad's in a band with his brother, and then his brother's son, my cousin, has played the drums for me. And, we went and did Warped Tour. So it's my grandparents sang for the Troops and did theater. So it's a lot of people in the family.
A
that
really musical family. Wow.
Yeah. So family parties are definitely a fun time.
It just sounds like a big, like, free-for-all jam session / karaoke session.
Oh my gosh. Every Christmas we have to sing the 12 Days of Christmas, except we made our own.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What is that about? I have to know.
Well, the tagline for us is a bun on top of Grammy, because our grandmother on my dad's side, passed. And, she was the matriarch of the family and everything. So we kind of did 12 Days of Christmas where it, we put in all fun things about our family. And, every year we kind of edit it a little bit. Like if another kid is born, we change the number of grandkids. And, we have our little writing session. Like this year we edited it up a bit. But it's fun. And my family's cool and they're fun people. So it's always a good time.
I keep thinking Friday After Next.
Friday After Next.
Yeah, it's like a Christmas
Oh yeah,
music
just like a
movie.
big Christmas extravaganza. Yeah,
I love that movie. It's hysterical.
it's always fun. My dad and my uncle, everyone's always getting their guitars out. It always turns into a jam session, so it's a good time.
Awesome.
That is awesome. And you actually just got off of the Hate Us 'Cause You Ain't Us tour with Brokencyde, who coincidentally went on tour with Census Fail. So there's a little,
get out of here.
Yeah, there's a little bit of actually there was a little
Tangled web.
Yeah. Plus, there was a fight between those two bands, but that's a whole different
really?
story. Yes.
Drama.
Yeah. The lead singer of Census Fail, his name is Buddy Nielsen, and he doesn't take too kindly to that electronic rock screaming thing that Brokencyde did, going back in, 2009, I think?
Okay.
Yeah, so that whole thing, that was a whole long story.
Was Census Fail, were they on Warped Tour? Because now that you keep saying the name.
They're on Warped Tour a few times. They're from
Ridgewood, I think.
I think Ridgewood.
Oh, cool. Actually, well, now that you're saying it, I do feel like I've heard the name. So and the Warped Tour thing. So that could have been where I heard of them and stuff. But yeah, tour with Brokencyde was awesome. They're actually really, really cool guys. So I'm always like a little confused sometimes when they tell me they have all this beef and whatever, because they're actually super cool, super nice, and we couldn't ask for a better tour package. We really, really all got along. It was myself, my drummer, my guitarist, Brokencyde, and another act called Challenger, and we really all, by the end of the tour, were like, no, we had so much fun. So it was a really cool experience. And I would definitely go out with them again.
Now, how did you get that? How did you get that gig?
An agent that I'm now currently working with. It was actually the first gig he booked me for. His name is Steve from Trep Agency, and the last agent that I had been working with, I kind of left his company, but we're friends. And he said, "Yo, my boy really digs your stuff. He wants to meet you, and let me link you up with him." So I was like, cool. So he linked me up with Steve. I liked his vibe. We still haven't met in person, but I liked his vibe over the phone. And he was like, look, I have this tour op. And he actually had presented me with something else first, and I wasn't really into it. And then when he presented me with this, I was like, okay, this looks cool. Again, I wasn't familiar with Brokencyde because, like I said, that's not really my genre of music. So, but he told me about Brokencyde and Challenger. I looked their stuff up, and then he showed me the routing and stuff for the tour, and I was like, yeah, this looks good, and I've been to a bunch of these markets, so let's do it. And the tour actually turned out to be great. It was a success. I sold a ton of merch, had some really awesome shows, and yeah, so now me and Steve are working. He just booked me for a show. Actually, you guys should come out to.
Definitely.
It's Wednesday, April 27th at Webster Hall, the Marlin Room. I would definitely love for you guys to come out so I can meet you in person, and should be a really cool time. Webster Hall, that's like a home show for me.
Yeah,
I'm from
I love that
Jersey,
place.
but I mean, Manhattan's like a home show for me.
Yeah, we were actually just there for a band called Suck Brickhead. They opened for another band called Unwritten Law, and we actually did an interview with them at Webster Hall. And
Oh, cool. Well, see that? Now we could do our live interview. We could kill two birds with one stone.
we can do that
Exactly.
too. So if this interview sucks for any reason, we have a mulligan date.
Right. It'd be like, that interview blew, but we have another one coming up.
I hear you. And not only have you been on Warp Tour, you've also been on the Brokencyde tour. I'm reading that you joined Mike Stud as an opening act for his tour back in 2013.
Yeah, I think I went out with Mike Stud 2013 and 2014. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
2013, was the first one. And that was awesome. Mike's an amazing artist and guy, and he really, man, he's got a really, really super, super loyal fan base and a really big pull. And that was, man, it was like being on like a Girls Gone Wild episode every night. It was wild. That was a really, really great time. And he's actually about to come out with a TV show.
Is he really?
Yeah, they filmed for it on their last tour, and I know that's gonna be just wild because their tours and their shows were really something crazy. So I'm excited to see him on TV. Him and his team are all really, really cool, and it's definitely well deserved. I'm friends with a lot of the guys on his team, so I can't wait to see him.
I could only imagine. And the only thing I know about Mike Stud, and you're probably going to laugh at this, is he actually went to high school with my girlfriend up in Rhode Island, and
Okay.
he would always annoy the shit out of her.
Get out of here. Like doing what?
Like kicking her chair, like copying off of her tests.
That
I
is
swear to you,
really
it's the
funny.
Yeah, and then like for whatever reason, I think I was looking at like PlayStation Theater in Times Square. I was like, oh, there's a Mike Stud playing there, and my girlfriend goes, I fucking hate that guy. I'm like, whoa, what the hell happened? And then she told me the story. I was like, holy shit.
That's
So someone
funny.
famous.
Is your girlfriend like really hot?
Yes.
Well, you better say yes. Well, then I can see, but, Mike Stud gets, well, now, he has a girlfriend now, but, the girls, like, love him. So, if your girl's hot, I could definitely see him, kicking her chair. I don't find that hard to believe.
Okay. So
But that's pretty funny. So I take it your girlfriend didn't go see him play.
that would be a negative on that one.
Well, he's definitely got a big fan base. I'll tell you that. So he won't be hurting for one person not to go.
Is he in the same like bracket as like Machine Gun Kelly, that hard rap type of? No, different.
No, not at all. He's like a white Drake.
So like a Mike Posner type of deal.
Definitely more towards a Mike Poser than
Alright.
a MGK. Yeah, I wouldn't liken him to MGK at all. Yeah, like MGK, I'd liken him with like MGK, Yellow Wolf, Mike Studs with like, I guess like a Drake sound, like, a Mike Posner.
So he's got that croon type of R&B style to him.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I would definitely put him much more in that lane.
Okay. Honestly, I come from a hard rock and metal background, but I do
Okay.
I do dabble in like hip hop and everything. Like I love Dipset.
Drake, obviously, like that.
I love Drake. Drake is fucking awesome.
Drake is great, man. People try to hate on him, but like, what some people don't understand, but I get as an artist, it's like when you're at the top, that's when the most people are going to hate on you. People are not hating on you if you're not at the top,
Yeah, there's no point.
Exactly. So it's like, sure, a lot of people hate on Drake, but dude, he's like, Drake is killing the game. I'm a big Drake fan, so
I am too. You ever see him live?
I haven't. I need to though.
Oh my God. I've seen him on, I think, the Take Care tour. He played at Prudential Center in Newark. Holy
Okay.
shit, the production was out of this world.
Yeah, I would imagine. He kind of does. He's just one of those artists who kind of does everything right. Like he never misses. All of his tracks are good. So I'm definitely Team Drake.
Yeah, he's got the Views from the Six album coming out when was that, June or something like that? It was coming up pretty close.
I'm actually on that.
Are you really?
I'm just kidding. But
Oh.
imagine that'd be fucking
You got
awesome.
me hook, line, and sinker. I was like, holy shit.
That would have been really cool.
I don't know. Maybe in the future you'll get on something like that.
Yeah, I think I definitely have the type of sound that would mesh with a Drake. So for sure.
Hell, you had Fetty Wap on your album. It's not
Yeah,
really that far fetched, huh?
Come on, doesn't get much bigger than Fetty or Drake. So I didn't get Drake this time around, but I did get Fetty, and that was really cool. And he killed it. I mean, Fetty's another one who doesn't miss. Everything he's touching is pretty much turning
It's
to
gold.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's
mean-
got that magic touch right now. He's definitely got the Midas touch.
Yeah,
I mean, we
definitely.
see you getting recognition from MTV and Paris Hilton. So, I mean, if you got that, I guess Drake's
You're
not-
on,
Yeah, well,
you're on your way.
something-
Yeah, exactly.
Well, something really cool that I'm not sure in the bio or whatever you guys read, or because it's a newer detail, is I'm the newest cast member on season 8 of MTV's Wildin' Out.
Yeah.
That premieres this summer.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's just
When's
like-
that starting?
I believe it's premiering in June. So yeah, really soon.
Wow. And that's with Nick Cannon, and who else is on this season? Or can you not say? I'm not too sure.
I can't. Yeah, they told us we weren't. They told us we weren't. Allowed to say. And all the guests I took pictures with, they were like, "Yeah, you can't post that till like the week they're on." So yeah, but very, very, very star-studded cast of celebrities that were guests. I mean, big time. And it's the first season that they're back on MTV, because they were on MTV2 for a couple years.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so it should be like a really big showing for the show, and it was awesome. I can't wait for that to come out. I'm really, really looking forward to that.
Yeah. Dan, are you familiar with the show?
Wildin' Out. I mean, I've seen it like in passing a couple times. Obviously, I know Nick Cannon, so I'm always kind of, for some reason, ever since that movie Drumline, I know it's kind of lame, but I'm kind of like in tune with him for some reason.
Nick Cannon seems like an all right guy.
Yeah, no, he seems pretty
Dude,
cool.
Nick Cannon,
He's
is
funny in
a-
movies, though, I
yeah.
have to say.
He's a hustler. He's a businessman, and he's smart, and he's about his money. So I fuck with Nick all the way. I fuck with Nick all the way because, people can say what they want about him, but he makes moves, he hustles, and he's doing his thing, and he's respected. So,
Yeah. Wow.
and he was a really cool guy. Like, he was really there with us, even before we were filming, when we were doing the workshops and everything. So he's a cool guy. I like Nick a lot.
Wow. Look at you rubbing elbows with all these celebrities.
I'm just rubbing elbows with all the royalty, trying to catch some coins.
Now, who's next? Diddy, Jay, maybe Lil Wayne.
mean, I'm actually on my way to meet them now. So,
Oh, of course.
Tell him we said hi.
yeah, I will for sure. But yeah, it's just it's each day and each week and each month. It's just a new rung on the ladder, and it's just all about the climb. So I'm not mad at it. Like some people, you see that saying and stuff. It's like you really got to enjoy the journey, and you got to take it all in and enjoy and love what you do. And I really love what I do. I love the people I do it with. I do it with, my best friends. And hey, we're just out here living our dream. This is
You're
our
just
work.
riding the wave.
We're riding the wave.
That's incredible. I wish that I could even have a little taste of fame, right, Dan?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
Well, you guys could always get into porn, and then your podcast will blow up.
That's never going to happen for me. I'm sorry.
Well, what kind of porn?
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, hey, the more risque you go, the bigger the reward.
That's true. We can't all be James Dean here.
That's what I'm saying. So if you need a manager, just we'll talk about that separately.
Okay, so apparently you have the hookups in the industry. All right. Okay.
I'm pretty sure if you guys give me a good tape, I can get you to the right place.
Now we're not talking about like a Kim Kardashian tape, right? We're talking about like high quality 4K type
You
of
know
video.
what? Sometimes the more organic video works. It's not always about the money you spend on it. Don't forget now.
That's
Zach
true.
and Miri make a porno with the
Yeah,
guy
just like that
holding the
movie.
thing over their head.
But anyways,
I see the vision.
hey, Dan, it might be our calling in life.
No,
See,
not at all.
look. If the drumming for Dead Tide doesn't work out, I think you have a solid backup plan.
Yeah, you definitely have a backup plan. I mean, thank me later.
There you
All right,
go.
I'll talk to Sarah.
That's his girlfriend. But I mean, the problem is, I don't know if it's true, but guys starting out, do they have to go straight into gay porn?
No way for me. I'm out.
Again, it's how big of a splash
Yeah.
you want to make. No pun intended.
That's true.
But we'll talk about that off air. But, so just diverting a little bit from the gay porn.
All right, damn it. All right.
Yeah, I know. But in addition to the tour, I just did with Brokencyde, and in addition to being the newest member on season 8, Wild Out with Nick Cannon, I also just released my newest album.
Yep, Scarlet Letter.
About a month ago. Yes, Scarlet Letter. The Scarlet Letter album is doing really well for me. I'm getting really good feedback, really good reaction. Currently, the first track off there, Muse, is the record that's getting really well received at radio. Hot 97 supporting it, 105.1 supporting it, Connecticut and Boston are supporting it, and the video is doing really well. It's at like 100K. You know, it just feels really good for my fans, my core fans, to really be like, hey, this is a great piece of art. We appreciate it. We love it. And we can't see what you do next. So that's been a really cool thing for me. And, you know, it's fulfilling when people appreciate something that you put so much time and effort into, you know?
Exactly.
Absolutely. And I actually listened to What the hell's going on in the background?
Yeah, sorry. I'm just, I got a meeting. I'm sitting outside this building. A couple people walked out. I think they were filming a porn, actually.
They sounded a little young for a porn.
Yeah, well, they were just the spectators.
Of course, of course. But anyways, I did actually listen to Muse, and your voice is fucking like butter. It shines right through.
You know what? Thank you for realizing the buttery quality, because I tend to think of my voice as very buttery as well. Muse is my personal favorite record off the album. I love it. You know how you have that record that to you is the one. That's the one for me. And that's why I chose to put it first. It was like, you know what? Sometimes people are like, oh, make them get halfway through. I'm like, I'm putting it right up front. I'm smacking you in the face with it. You can't listen to the album without listening to this song first.
Yeah, as you should. I mean, it's a great song.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of albums do start off with their number one single as the first track that opens up, you know?
Yeah. And I think that's a good placement for it, because why make them wait to get to the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th song, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I believe some of those acts put up I don't know exactly how to word this, but the tracks that the labels wants you to put up front,
right,
and then kick in with the single. So, like, if your main single, let's say Candyland, what track number is that off the top?
Track number 2. I put it right there up front.
Okay, I'd say more pop-oriented acts push that lead single to like maybe 4 or 5, making you listen to the first 4, and sometimes the first 4 are just crap.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like I just feel like go hard right in the beginning. Even though I really do feel like this project goes hard throughout, I still wanted to have the placement of my personal favorite right up front. And I'm glad I did.
Yeah, and it's a perfect 1-2 punch now.
And I hit him with the butter right off. I hit him with the butter before I even hit him with the potato. You know?
So the butter is Muse, I'm sorry, and the potato would be Candyland.
Right, and then I throw in some meat, some broccoli, you know,
a nice
some
steak
complimentary
dinner.
mince at the end, everything. But listen, guys, I want to thank you so much for having me. I got to run into this meeting right now, but please, if you guys could, I'd love to have you guys come out Wednesday, April 27th to Webster Hall. It's going to be a really good time. We could speak more about the porn then.
Absolutely.
Definitely for everyone listening, you guys can follow me on my socials. My Instagram is Justina Valentine. That's Justina Valentine, like the holiday. My Twitter, SoundCloud, Snapchat, and website is all the same. It's Justina Music, Justina Music, and JustinaMusic.com. And hey, man, behind the barricades, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you for coming on the show. Thank you so much.
Exactly.
Thave you guys.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
I'll see you at Webster.
All right.
Sounds good.
We'll do.
All right. Ciao.
Later.
Bye.
So that was Justina Valentine.
That was good. Pretty good interview. Nice, short and sweet.
It was. I was thinking if we had more time, then maybe like we could riff off a little bit. I wish I knew that she had another meeting right now.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, we started like going off on like the gay porn, like, you know, just chatting conversation wise. That's what we do on Behind the Barricade. And she had another interview. I mean, which is okay. I mean, we definitely would have hit more questions with her, but I mean, we had no idea. Not a big deal.
Exactly. I mean, we can go over some other stuff that you had just to, you know, continue this and kind of get through everything we wanted to get through.
Yeah, we also had a question for her, the crossover question, Dan. the side project.
Oh yeah.
For those who do not know about Justina, she's I guess half rapper, half singer, but she's like good at both. I mean, it's not like Nicki Minaj, who's like great at rap and like at singing.
Yeah.
Like
They just,
Justina's
like, throw it
really
in.
fucking good at singing. Like she could have a whole career based solely on singing. And I was wondering if like she ever decided to pursue maybe one or the other instead of both. Yeah, I would love to know the answer to that question.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like when you hear Eminem sing on like a certain tune where like, he doesn't have the greatest voice. She's definitely made to be a singer, and I don't know if she does that outside of being in her solo project, or she's got an amazing voice.
She really does, but ow. Dan just took out the plug to the phone. I mean, that was actually our first phone call interview and actually went pretty well.
Yeah, a little feedback or like I don't know, some technical glitches going on with it, but other than that, it seemed pretty well.
Yeah. Great. I hope to God she wasn't driving while talking to us.
She could have been on Bluetooth. You never know.
She could have been.
Well, good thing we didn't cause her to get into an accident.
Yes, that was the main important thing. That's what I was kind of worried about the entire time. I'm like, oh my God, please be all right. Please be all right. Please be all right.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear kids. I'm like, okay, either she has kids in the car or she's not driving anymore.
I mean, the one thing that we didn't plug that I'm noticed on her Instagram is she actually was in the Sirius XM studios with GJ Envy, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. And she did a little freestyle too.
Yeah, you could check it out on her Instagram, like she said, Justina Valentine.
Yeah, 55,000 followers. Damn.
Yeah, 127 likes on Facebook, so that's definitely
hold on, 137,000.
1,000. There you go.
Yeah, not just
that's
127.
That was my Facebook. Sorry.
That's dead side.
No, that's 3,000, buddy.
Yeah, well, sorry.
I mean, still for a local act, 127,000 is a lot.
Yeah, she's definitely on her way. She's definitely going to be ginormous sooner
I
than
mean,
later.
what did we rattle off? Brokencyde, Warped Tour, Sirius XM.
Fetty Wap was on her album.
Yeah, it's not the other way around.
He literally had the hottest song of 2015, yet he does a feature on Justina's album.
Yeah, so everyone, behind the barricade featuring Justina Valentine.
What are we singing a song, Dan?
Yeah,
We're
what?
doing a little rap song?
Hey, I wish. I don't have that talent though.
I can't rap either.
Ugh.
I used to be a DJ.
I mean, I can sing along to a rap, like Linkin Park. I'm perfect at that, but I couldn't come up with anything.
Well, what about like harder rap, as in like maybe like early Jay-Z, maybe a little Kanye West?
A little, dude. I can't do like, that. I don't even know how to describe music like that.
Rap?
No, like like Linkin Park. It's something different. Like when you hear like a poppy Eminem song with rap. And then you hear like the straight up, like, I guess you could say gangster rap, it's just straight up like rapping with minimal, I guess you could say music behind it, just like a little bit of a beat.
Yeah, more of a flow than an actual like. Well, I think more about the beat would be considered hip hop, while rap is basically like Dipset and Jay-Z is considered rap, full fledged words instead of relying solely on the beat. But I don't know. I'm not in that world.
Yeah.
But we did get good taste with Justina.
Yeah, it's funny we were talking about the crossover thing. I actually saw her at a place near me, Pompton Lakes, I believe. Pompton Plains, I get them so confused. They're like right next to each other. But it was a small place called Barty's, and I actually just went there for a couple of drinks with some friends. And she was actually playing with a band. And I don't remember if she was rapping, but I think it was more, vocal oriented, singing. So that's kind of brought on the question of the crossover.
Yeah. We definitely need a part 2 episode with Justina.
Oh, definitely.
We
Maybe
didn't even
that live
scratch the
interview.
surface. But she's a busy lady. She's on her way to stardom, even though she's pretty much almost already there.
Yeah.
She's right at the cusp. She needs just one little breakout hit, and we're talking like Z100 here.
Exactly. And another thing that we wanted to kind of bring up, and, maybe we can talk to her in person, is just like the whole sexuality thing, being a female and how she feels, if that helps her. Obviously, I feel like when you have an attractive female either fronting your band or you are an attractive female, I feel personally that it helps.
Well, I mean, it
level.
doesn't hurt, but the thing with Justina, like, she's no Maria Brink. Like, Maria Brink, I think, is like purely sexual and has really no substance behind her.
Yeah.
I don't consider Maria Brink to be a good singer. Like, she's all right. Like, she's got some catchy tunes, but same thing with Butcher Babies. Like, it's the same thing, like, they're portraying the sexuality. But honestly, I don't think Justina needs that. I think it's more of like a gimmick and like a crutch than actual like use. Well, for Justina's case, because she's a phenomenal singer. Like, she could look like Sia and cover her fucking face, and she'd still sound phenomenal.
Exactly. And I feel like in this moment just needs that to kind of propel them in the spot into the spotlight. I mean, their music was very good. It just wasn't, obviously metal's not as popular as rap and pop
Hip-hop,
music.
yeah.
So, yeah.
But I mean, if you even look at Amy Lee, like she never really portrayed sexuality. Like she
No,
was,
not really.
like she's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, but she never used that as an advantage. Like her vocals would just fucking shine through. That's what made Evanescence so huge.
Yeah, and I even feel even if she doesn't portray it, that kind of still gets Evanescence more views because it is unique. And obviously, a lot of people I know, they don't want to just listen to the same straight up four dudes singing and playing instruments. They want to see that band with a female because it's unique. And obviously there's something about female voice just kind of, I feel is, sometimes better.
Yeah. Let's plug Justina one more time. She was on here promoting her latest single, Muse, lead track off of her new album, Scarlet Letter, available now on iTunes and wherever else music is sold. She's got a show coming up next Wednesday. Right now it's 420, so 427 at the Marlin Room at Webster Hall. It's the locally sourced show presented by Rolling Rock. I'm guessing the beer, because I don't know of any other Rolling Rock.
It's probably that.
Probably. For more information on Justina, you could go to her website, www.justinamusic.com. That's JUSTINA music.com. Her Facebook is facebook.com/JustinaMusic, but this time with a K at the end. Anyways, her Instagram is instagram.com/Justina Valentine. Justina and then the Valentine like the day, like she said. Twitter is twitter.com/Justina Music. And her YouTube is Just Music 7. Maybe she likes the number 7. That's my favorite number, believe it or not.
Well,
Yeah.
Mine's 6. Close.
Why 6? Mark
Dude,
Sanchez?
No. Mark Martin, actually. NASCAR driver.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're into that.
No, I'm not. I don't know. Funny backstory, but I don't feel like explaining it. It's just lame.
Yeah.
It's kind of like family was into NASCAR, and I kind of use that. I'm like, hey, I'm going to stick with that as my lucky number, and I actually kind of fit going forward. So, I don't know. Whatever.
Good for you, Dan.
Thanks.
Good for you.
Everyone who has the number 6, you're awesome. 7, lame.
Fuck off. I think that's it for us. Dan, any plugs?
No, not anymore. I don't want to keep plugging my band and my
Plug it.
Instagram.
You have a
Dead
fucking...
Tide
Yes.
Plug Rock Drummer.
Ugh.
RCKDRUMM3R on Instagram, Facebook,
I got no.
Twitter.
Rock Drummer was taken.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
Dude, I was a kid, decided to make it all, aim worthy.
new metalish. Anything else? Any Dead Tide shows coming up? Or no?
No, we're actually working on some new songs. We actually posted a preview of that on SoundCloud, Chrome Celica 00, and on YouTube. You can check it out on Facebook too. And actually, we're selling brand new T-shirts. So
yes,
if you want
that's
just
right.
Message the band, message me. You can check us out. And if you want one, they're only $15. So get them while they're hot.
Ooh, how hot are they, Dan?
Oh, smoking.
Just
Kinda
like
just
like
like
your
this-
gay porn. All right, there you go.
There you go.
All right, me.
Plugs for you. TFL, Two for a Loss, anything?
We're still.
You're still a band?
Yeah. Last time I checked it, yeah. But there's a few things in the works. Not really in the works. It's all about scheduling. And real quick, if you ever want to be a band, you have to have that as your number one priority. Scheduling is always terrible with us. Has always been terrible. Dan can fucking attest to that. But you never know. If things work out, we'll be back. If not, we won't. I don't know what else. I don't know what the future holds, but
I actually wanted to plug one more thing.
ooh,
My
please, Dan.
band just recently got sponsored by Cold Cocked Whiskey.
Ooh.
So check them out on Facebook and, pick them up at your local store. I don't believe they sell them in New Jersey, but you can get more information on their website. So just Google it and try it and get wasted. I know it's 420, but who cares? You can drink some cold cock,
yeah,
too.
that's right. Oh, boy. I actually wrote a tweet before about 420 about how 420 was like the stoner equivalent to a drunk's St. Patty's Day. Like you don't need a special day to consume that stuff. It seems like all the posers go and be like, hey, it's 420, bro. Let's smoke a blunt.
Oh, like this is a perfect day for me to try pot is on 420.
I think 420 would be like ginormous once the U.S. legalizes marijuana, like all 50 states. Like that, like the first couple of them. Anyways, you could like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Behind the Barricade, Twitter, Behind the Cade, CADE, Instagram.com/Behind the Barricade. If you fucking snap one more time, I'm going to fucking kick your ass, Dan. Anyways, we're also thinking about doing a email list. So if you're interested, please hit us up, behindthecade cade@gmail.com. Let us know what you want to see. And we're also thinking about doing a website. We know no other information, or else we'd leak it to you. But we're in a very beginning, early stages of that. So hopefully it works out.
All right.
I think that's it.
Have a good night, everybody, or good evening, or good morning, wherever
Good
you're listening to this.
evening. Yes.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.